Hello and welcome to the Juicy Patty Field here in Clarendon. We're here for the final game in the JFF Olympic Football Squad Development Games, where the combined Western side will be taking on the combined Eastern side. So the combined Northwestern and South Central side line up today with Akeem Brown in goal. Chandel Senior will be captain in the side with Nazim Matali Grant, Ricardo Dennis, Ray Campbell, Leonardo Jibison, Dean O'Brien, O'Shane Staple, Nick J. White, Timar Lewis, and Michael Haven making up the starting 11. And the combined Northwestern and South Central side will be kicking from right to left in the first half, wearing the green and blue. The combined Eastern side in attack now with Timar Lewis trying to connect with that cross on the far post, but the Western side managed to clear that one, and now they can break on the counter attack. So the starting lineup for the combined Eastern squad today is Michael McKenzie in goal. Kimo Wilson will be captaining the side today with Alwyn Harvey also starting. The rest of the starting lineup sees Kyle Ming, Harley Barnes, O'Shane Pinnock, Sheldon McKay, Vashan McBean, Zane Hilton, Nicoloid Dinham, and Michael Edwards. Free kick here, swung in by Timar Lewis. It's high and out of play. It's a goal kick to the combined Western team. It's a windy day here at the Juicy Patty Field, so we can expect to see the ball having a lot of movement in the air. The Eastern side is being coached by Fitzroy Ambarsley and Dean Chambers today, while the Western side is being coached by Vassal Reynolds. That attack breaks down for the western side. Ricardo Dennis putting that one out of play. Just a reminder that these games are being used as a method of selection for the under 23 squad that will be vying for a spot in the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo. With the JFF and GOA selection panel in attendance today, led by Director of Football Wendell Downswell, trying to identify the elite under 21 players on the island that will make up the under 23 squad. The under 23 squad will be in camp and partake in training matches both locally and overseas after the conclusion of this JFF GOA Olympic Football Squad Development Game Series. Now it's the Northwestern team possession. Ricardo Dennis losing out there. Now it's Kimo Willis in possession for the Eastern team. Sheldon McKay spreads it out wide to find Nikolai Dinham. Hilton on the ball now for the Eastern team, trying to navigate his way around a cluster of Western players, and the Western team wins back possession. Now Ricardo Dennis can break. Dennis tracks back because there's no options in front of him, and he manages to win the free kick for his team. It's a free kick here early in the first half for the Western team. It's floated wide to Lewis. Lewis not taking the opportunity to cross the ball into the box just now and loses possession. Hilton floating that one over the top, and it's a foul on Barnes just now. Free kick to the Eastern team in what looks to be a dangerous position. This could lead to the first shot on goal in this match. Still 0-0 here at the Josie Patty Field in Clarendon, where the combined Northwestern and the South Central team is taking on the combined Northeastern and Southeastern team as part of the JFF GOA Olympic Football Squad Development Games. And it's Harvey standing over this one for the Northeastern. Shot by Harvey and it's blocked by the wall. Very windy day here at Josie Patty Field. Both teams trying to keep the ball on the ground and play a possession-based style of football game, because the wind will be manipulating the ball a lot if they try to play long balls. Throw into the Eastern team on this near side, and it's Harvey who comes across to take the throw in. It's Kimo Willis rather who took that throw in, and now it's back with Ming. Back pass almost intercepted there, but the Eastern team managed to retain possession, and it's free kick after a hard challenge into the back of the player just now. Eastern team breaking out. It's a well-timed challenge from Nikolai White to snuff out that counter-attack. Well won by Matali Grant in midfield, and he has a shot from way out, and it's just over the bar. Nazim Matali Grant having a shot just now after winning possession for his team in the midfield, trying to catch the goalkeeper out, but that one sails just over the bar. Challenge won by Staple just now, also winning the throw-in for his team. Grant now in possession. Tries to find Lewis, but the pass is on the hit and intercepted. Now it's with Hilton. Hilton's pass intercepted. Jefferson finds Staple. Staple plays a back pass to his defender White. White goes all the way back to Hakeem Brown in goal. And it's Barnes pressing the defense high up. But the Western team manages to retain possession and pass that one out of trouble. Very cool, calm and composed. It's back with goalkeeper Brown again. Matali Grant dropping way back into the midfield to make himself an option for the pass out. Well won in midfield by the number 10, Michael Edwards. And he also manages to win a throw-in for his team over on that far side. It's still 0-0 here early in the first half between this combined Eastern and combined Western team. Only that shot from Matali Grant so far. Went up. Ball breaks to the back post here. Staple coming across to make the clearance. A after that ball fell to the number 9, O'Shane Pinnock, in the box. Pinnock's throwing is miscued and Staple tries to clear, but only as far as Ricardo Dennis. Kimo Willis in possession. Barnes called for offside on that play. Free kick taken quickly by White. And it's Staple now in possession. Staple's pass finds Matali Grant, who does well to turn out of trouble in midfield. Ball now with Ray Campbell over on that far side to Timor Lewis. Matali Grant making the run down that far side. Has support in the box and he finds a cross, but it's overhit. Ricardo Dennis will keep this one in on the far side. Eventually runs out of play and it's a throw into the Eastern team. Ricardo Dennis now, promising position for Western team. Corner kick to this Western team now, first corner kick of the game. Taken quickly by Timor Lewis. Corner swung in and it's cleared by Kyle Ming. Referee says no free kick. Now the Eastern team can break. Brilliant challenge from Staple on that occasion to stop that attack. He was looking very dangerous. He also manages to win the throw-in for his team. Brian trying to flick that one on, but Dennis wasn't making the run on the far side, and it's back now with the Eastern team. Kimo Willis being caught in possession in defense there. Manages to muscle off the challenge of the player just now and win the goal kick for his side after it seemed that he had put them in trouble. But it's a goal kick to the Eastern team. Taking quickly, ball now back with Kimo Willis, who will look to bring this one forward. Tries to play a ball over the top for Barnes, but that one is overhit and will go out for a throw into the Western team. Throw in taken quickly, and it's with Lewis now, who has switched flanks after starting over on that left side. He's now over on this right side. Strong challenge from Edwards there. Throw into the Western team. Foul on Brian. It's a free kick to the Western team. That one under hit by Staple, but Grant manages to retain possession for his team. Lewis finding Staple, and Staple gets past Kimo Willis, but the covering defender wins that one back, and Chandel Senior now, the captain for the Western team for today's match, putting that one out of play. Senior getting his first cap for the Senior Reggae Boys recently, playing against the Northwestern Under 23 Confederations team. Both teams contesting very aggressively for possession in the midfield, not allowing either team to settle in possession. That pass through to Lewis. Jefferson muscled off of that one. And that tap breaks down, and now Edwards back in possession for the Eastern team. Lewis coming across to find Pinnock. Pinnock with the little flick there, but gives away possession cheaply, and now Senior can spread that one right to Campbell. Carter Dennis will chase that one, but there's too much on that pass, and it goes all the way through to the goalkeeper, Mackenzie. Hilton doing well over on that far side. Brown comes out of his goal to claim that one after it was looking like a very dangerous attack for the Eastern team, but now the Western team can break with Ricardo Dennis over on this far side. Dennis just slowing down the play and goes back to Matali Grant. Grant now finds a pass to Leonardo Jivison. Referee says that's a foul. Free kick awarded to the Eastern team. That one floated over the top for Pinnock to chase. Staple does well to win that one back for his team, and now it's Ricardo Dennis on his far side. Dennis running at his defender, comes inside and has a shot, and it's over the top by Dennis. Nice break from the Western team just now, which ended with Dennis having a shot at goal. Still no shot on target yet in this match between the Western Confederations team against the Eastern Confederations team. Mackenzie goes along with the goal kick, and it's flicked on by number 9 Pinnock. Matali Grant looking for Lewis over on his far side, but it's intercepted by Willis. That one goes out of Lewis last, and it's a throw-in for the Eastern team. Denham in possession now. Denham tries to float that one down the line, but it goes out for a throw-in to the Western team, and this one now will be taken by Campbell. Campbell again. This time he finds Matali Grant. Nice move from Grant just now to go past one player. Dennis. Free kick to the Western team here after Ricardo Dennis was fouled. Dennis got a slap in the face just now from the number 19, Sheldon McKay. Dennis being pulled back to his feet by his teammate Matali Grant. Mackenzie just trying to organize his wall for this free kick. And it's Jivison is standing over this one for the Western team. Jivison placing the ball. Also standing over this one for the Western team is Ray Campbell. Ray Campbell has a shot. Owns over the top. Decent effort from Ray Campbell on that free kick. Not enough dip on that one, and it goes just wide. Eastern team resumes possession. They resume play, rather. It's a shot. Snapshot from Brian just now, pulling that one just wide of the post. The Eastern team trying to restart the play early, but lose possession. Almost paid for that one. Now they can look to construct an attack of their own, with the Western team having the better of the play early in the first half, having 3 shots so far, none on target yet. Vashan Macbean making a run down the left-hand side just now. There's a player down on that far side for the Western team, and the referee calls a halt to play so that he can receive treatment. Seems to be Ricardo Dennis, who has gone down again. Dennis back on his feet now and will walk off after receiving treatment over on that far side. Dennis seems to be just feeling the effects of that challenge earlier that left him in a heap on the ground. And play resumes with the Western team down to 10 men, playing on without Ricardo Dennis. The Western team in possession now and can look to break forward in the shape of Matali Grant. But Grant loses possession. It's now with Edwards. Foul on Edwards. And it's a free kick to the Eastern team. Free kick taken quickly, and now possession is back with Edwards. And strong tackle on Edwards just now, but the referee says no free kick. Now Timor Lewis. Kimo Willis going into the back of Timor Lewis just now, and it's a free kick to the Western team. Staple takes this one, and it's Senior who goes along, looking for Brian. That one is cleared by Nikolai Dinham. Dinham coming across from the fullback position to clear that one. Staple fine to Senior. Senior being put under pressure from Barnes on that occasion, but manages to retain possession. Now Campbell can look to find Dennis, who has come on back to the park, and it's another strong tackle on Dennis. As soon as he's back on the pitch, he's on the ground again. Dennis writhing in pain after that challenge, and he has to receive treatment yet again. Dennis seems to be in a lot of discomfort after that challenge. As the players surrounding him, a lot of concerned looks. Let's hope that it's nothing too serious and he'll be able to continue. Dennis, another player who was handed a call-up for the Senior Reggae Boys team in the last match that they played against the Northwestern team, making his debut for the Senior Reggae Boys. And Dennis is back up, but he's being carried off, limping. Doesn't seem as though Dennis will be able to continue after that challenge, and he's limping over on that far side, but play will continue with Timar Lewis spotting this dead ball for the Western team. Good opportunity for them to swing this one in and try to find a good connection to have a go at goal. Swung in by Lewis. It's cleared by Kimo Willis. Staple trying to keep this one in on the far side. It's a foul on Staple. McBean going in into the back of the play, and it's a free kick to the Western team. Another chance for them to swing this one into the box. Swung in by Staple. That one met by McCain. Barnes trying to drive the counter-attack for the Eastern team just now, but can only manage to win a throw-in. His team remains in possession. That one almost cut out in the midfield by Jivison. Eastern team still in possession with now Matali Grant goes past one player, stopped by Barnes, now in possession for the West Eastern team, all the way back to Kimo Willis. Ming driving forward from defense, and that's a free kick to the Eastern team, taken quickly by Edwards. Referee says too quickly, and he pulls that one back. And Ricardo Dennis is replaced by Javoy Diaz. Header met by Matt Bean. And it's cleared. Brian flicking that one on, but none of his teammates were making a run. So it's back with Ming. Nice move in the midfield there from Harvey. Matt Bean flicks that one on for Edwards to chase. It's a strong tackle from White on Edwards. And Edwards stays down after that challenge. The referee has his yellow card out. First yellow card of the game here, going to White after that tackle on Edwards. So Javoy Diaz has come on in place of Ricardo Dennis, who won't be able to continue after that injury sustained. Free kick to the Eastern team here. Now it's their turn to swing across into the box and try to have a shot on goal. Goalkeeper of the call comes and doesn't get it, but the clearance is completed by Diaz. Now Matali Grant can break. Matali Grant showing great pace to go past one player, and the referee says it's a foul. Grant was pulled back. By Sheldon McKay. McKay doing everything that he can to stop that counter-attack just now. Cleared by Matt Bean. And it's White in possession, who goes all the way back to Brown. White looking for the runoff. Staple. Ming came across very strongly to ensure that one was put out for a throw-in. Staple picks himself up and takes the throw-in quickly. Lewis trying to find Staple, but it's intercepted by Matt Bean. The Western team still in possession here. The Western team looking the more dangerous of the two teams so far in this first half, having 3 shots on goal so far. None on target yet, but they're showing more intent. Mackenzie rolls that one out to Denham. Cleared by White. And another player is down for the Western team. Another injury scare here for the Western team, with the player receiving treatment. It's Michael Haven. Haven back on his feet now and seems okay to continue. There's a decent turnout today at the Juicy Patty Field, with a number of spectators coming out to witness this final match in the JFF JOA Olympic Football Squad Development Games. Play resumes with the Eastern side in possession, winning a free kick. And now free kick taken quickly, but the referee says they'll have to do it again. So Edwards spots that one. Referee is still unhappy with that free kick and tells them to spot the ball in the correct position. Now play can continue. Barnes in possession for the Harvey and Barnes linking up well. Willis to Matt Bean, who cuts inside and swings in the cross. That one hung up in the air. The wind had that ball hang in the air for a long time just now before it came down. Goalkeeper Brown came and claimed that one. Hilton trying a bit of trickery just now and wins the free kick for his team. Edwards dropping very deep to try and link up the play between the midfielder and the defense. Harvey turning. Will he find the run of Matt Bean? Cut out by Staple on that occasion. Now it's with Diaz. Diaz loses possession there. Dinham over on that far side. Edwards plays that one through to Barnes. The goalkeeper Brown will come and claim that one. Barnes going long, looking for Timar Lewis's run over on this far side, but Kimo Willis does well to clear that one. And it's a throw-in to the combined Western team over on this near side. Still 0-0 here at the Juicy Patty Field between the combined Western and the combined Eastern teams. Both under 23 teams playing cross-swinging. It's met by Pinnock over on that far side. Swung back in by Ray Campbell, but no one over on that far post, and it goes out for a goal kick to the Eastern team. So both these under 23 teams are playing with the players vying for a spot on the under 23 Jamaica team that will be trying to qualify for the 2020 Olympic Games. That one sent along by Haven, looking for the runoff. The striker, but it's overhit. The tempo of the game just dropping a little bit here, with both teams trying to play their way into attack. But now this looks like a promising play from the Eastern team. Shot. That shot by Barnes going just wide of goal. The intent is there from both teams. Both teams trying to play attacking football. Attack with a play based on possession. Play has been good so far from both teams, but neither team finding that cutting edge just yet, but it's getting closer to an opening goal here at the Juicy Patty Field. Mackenzie has to come forward and clear that one. Flicked on for Matt Bean, who gets past White, but White does well to recover and make the clearance. That one cleared by Staple. Only as far as Dinham. Sheldon McKay with a foul just now, but the Western team gets on with play quickly. Matali Grant steaming through the middle just now and was fouled. Western team trying to take the free kick quickly again, and referee allows that one. Cross swung in by Matali Grant. Staple will keep this one in on the far side and look to swing in across, and shot blocked. Lewis. Senior trying to find the play on the far post. Goalkeeper does well to come out and clear that one. Now the Eastern team can look to launch the counter-attack. Jibson over on this far side, trying to go past Lewis, but Kimo Willis couldn't get the ball on that occasion, but certainly got the man, and it's a free kick to the Western team. Gibson doing well on that occasion to draw the challenge of Kimo Willis. The combined Western team just stepping up the tempo here late in this first half, searching for the opening goal. And it's another free kick to them. So it's Lewis and Matali Grant standing over this one. It's Lewis who has a shot. It's a wonderful save by Mackenzie. Great effort by Timor Lewis and an even better save from Mackenzie. Corner taken quickly by the Western team, but there were 2 balls on the field of play, and therefore he says it will have to be taken again. Lewis coming extremely close just now to putting the Western team up ahead. Cross swung in by Lewis. Mackenzie comes and punches. Cleared further by Pinnock. Jefferson looking for the run of Lewis just now, but Kimo Willis and Matt Bean will see that one out for a goal kick to the Eastern team. We're deep into the first half here, and Lewis almost snatched the lead for this Western team after a brilliant free kick that was equaled by a brilliant save from goalkeeper Mackenzie. And that's it for the first half here at the Juicy Patty Field in Clarendon, where the Western Combined Confederations team is taking on the Eastern Combined team. It's still 0-0. No goals here in the first half, with Timor Lewis coming closest for the Western team. And the second half gets underway here with the Eastern team kicking from left to right. Eastern team back in possession, and their goalkeeper having an early touch here in the second half. Harvey doing well to turn out of trouble just now. Finds Diaz. Campbell to Senior. Play it back to Harvey, or Having. That's Haven rather. To White. Jebison in possession now for the Western team. Free kick to the Western team taken quickly, and Timor Lewis trying to flick that one on for Staple, but it's red and intercepted. So it's possession back. Loose touch there from the goalkeeper, but he does well to ensure that it doesn't go out for a corner kick. Nice little step over there from Campbell. That one goes out for a throw-in. Back in play now, and it's Senior to Lewis. Lewis looking to run at his defenders, waiting for the overlapping run of Staple, but nice pass, and it's the crossing from goal on the back post. That's Diaz arriving late to send the Western team up 1-0 here at the Juicy Patties field. It was a lovely cross from Staple on that far side, and Diaz arrived late on the back post to stop that one in. Western team go up 1-0 here. And that goal will be followed by a string of substitutions from the Western team, with Timor Lewis leaving the field of play. Lewis is replaced by Travis Grant. Also entering the field of play is Ronaldo Matnish and Dorland Harvey. Michael Harvey and Pinnock have also left the field for the Eastern team, being replaced by number 14 Javoy Ben Belnavis and number 19 So it's Belnavis and Glenford Vassell on for the Eastern team. Play resumes here with the Western team leading 1-0 after that goal from the first half substitute Diaz. The combined Western under 23 side taking their momentum from the end of the first half into the start of the second half here, and making that pressure count, going 1-0 up early here in the second half after some lovely play that culminated in a cross from that right side from the fullback Staple, met wonderfully by Diaz on the far post to send them into the lead. It's a free kick here to the Western team. Free kick to the Eastern team, rather, who are looking to respond following that early setback in the second half here. And it's Vassell standing over this one for the Eastern team. Vassell looks to have been going straight to go with that one, but it's high and wide, so wasted opportunity. It's Travis Grant getting his first touch. Harding with the free kick to Senior. Senior sends it across to Staple. Staple tries to find the run of Grant. Grant was making a lovely run In from this left-hand side through the middle. Grant with the interception. Now it's Harding. Heals it back to Grant. Willis in possession for the Eastern team. Right takes that one quickly. Finds the number 14, Bell Navis, over on that far side. Bell Navis doing some good work trying to get around Staple, but Staple stuck to his task well. And was awarded the free kick. Staple now in possession for the Western team. Diaz loses possession over on that far side, and it's a throw into the Eastern team, who are looking to respond after going 1-0 down early in this second half. Nice work from Vassal over on that far side. And it's Romeo Wright. That one cleared by Haven. Headed by Dinham just now. Diaz breaking down that right-hand side for the Western team, but will run all the way out for a goal kick. Or a corner, rather. Good work from Diaz on that far side to win the corner for his team. Corner taken quickly. Grant back to Diaz. Diaz swings that one in low. Goalkeeper does well to come and claim that one. Keeper goes for the long throw.
Come on, Jimmy, drop deeper, deeper. Squeeze up. Well done.
Travis Grant on the ball now. Grant wins the throw-in over on that far side. And Harding will come across to take. Cross swung in by Harding, but referee's assistant signals for offside, and the Eastern team escaped that one after it was looking like a really dangerous situation. Some urgency being showed here by the Eastern team, who resumed the play very quickly, and Hamilton in possession now. Hamilton coming on as a substitute for White in that central defensive position. Ball now with Staple. Matt Nish chasing this one. Nice feed shown by Akeem Brown in goal just now to keep possession for his team, and now they can look to break forward in the shape of Travis Grant. Harding making the overlapping run, but now Grant tries to find him, but it's intercepted by Matt Bean. Strong tackle from the number 8 Harving just now to regain possession for his team. Harding on the cover. It's a sharp back pass from Harding, who puts his goalkeeper in a tough situation. Hilton coming off the worst of that challenge. Ming being clipped by Matt Nish on that play, and it's a free kick to the Eastern team. Hilton winning back possession for the Eastern team over there, and eventually loses out to Senior. Now it's Matt Bean in possession for the Eastern team. Matt Bean goes all the way back to Ming. And the referee calls a halt to play as a player is down over on that far side for the Western team, and it looks to be player down for the Western team is Javoy Diaz. The referee has signaled to the medics to come on so he can receive some treatment. Diaz coming on as a first half substitute for Ricardo Dennis, and has opened the scoring here in the second half. Diaz will exit the pitch over on that far side as he continues to receive treatment, but play will resume with a drop ball, and the Western team is down to 10 players for the time being. The Eastern team in possession now, trying to construct an attack and take advantage of this numerical advantage. And it's Senior in possession now for the Western team. Harding to Grant. Zane Hilton being replaced by number 18 Wayne Atkinson for the Eastern team. And Javoy Diaz is back on the pitch for the Western team after receiving treatment following that strong tackle over on that far side. Atkinson with his first touch on the ball now. Good pass for Atkinson. Senior trying to find Staple over on that far side. Great touch from Matt Nish. Tries to find the run of Diaz. The goalkeeper will advance and claim this one. Foul on Atkinson there. Kimo right now. Right finds Matt Bean, and Matt Bean looking for the run of Atkinson, but it's cut out by Hamilton. Hamilton finds Grant over on this far side now. But the Eastern team is pressing high up the field, trying to win back possession. That was a dangerous back pass just now. Eastern team pressing very high up the field, putting the Western team under a lot of pressure, but they managed to play their way out of trouble. Matali Grant in possession now for the Western team, and he finds Harding. Harding will look to advance now, and it's Matnish who drops back to receive the pass. Now with Grant. Harding to Senior, who turns and spreads it wide, but that one is intercepted by Bell Navis. Risky play there, almost giving away possession, but the Eastern team retain the ball and try to break forward now. High boot from Matali Grant, says the referee. It's a free kick to the Eastern team. And the player has stayed down following that challenge. The referee signals to the bench that he will need treatment. It's Glenford Vassell, who was receiving treatment on that occasion. Vassell back on his feet now. He'll have to go off of the field after he received treatment so that the game can resume. Seems to be okay. We'll be able to continue, but his team are down to 10 men for the time being as they press on to find an equalizer here at the Josie Patty Field. Harding looking for the run of Matnish. Matnish with a flick just now. Nice idea, but the execution wasn't there. No, Grant looking for the run of Harding. Harding will be able to keep this one in. Waiting for support, and it's back with Travis Grant. Grant swings in the free kick, but it's intercepted by Kimo Willis. Foul on Vassell, and it's a free kick to the Eastern team. Romeo Wright with some good play in the attacking third for the Eastern team just now, but it breaks down, and now the Western team can counter. Matali Grant in possession, looking for Travis Grant on this far side. Grant won't be able to keep that one in. Throw in taken quickly by Atkinson. And it's Harvey breaking for the Eastern team, trying to find Matt Bean, but it's well dealt with by the Western team. Haven trying to find Diaz over on that far side. Does, and Diaz retains it. Now the ball is with Staple. Comes in field to Senior. Senior looks up. Finds Matnish. Matnish cuts inside, and Diaz leading the charge now for the Western team. Tackled up by McKay over on that far side. McKay does well to break up that attack, and now his team can look to counter. Grant with a shot. Matali Grant with a shot from a good distance out just now after regaining possession rather for his team. Trying to catch the goalkeeper out, but that shot is just wide. The combined Northwestern and South Central team lead 1-0 here at the Juicy Patty Field over the combined Northeastern and Southeastern teams. Jemison here. Jemison trying to play through Grant, but that one goes through to the goalkeeper. Now the Eastern team can look to break. And it's Kimo Willis on the ball here, just slowing down play. Jefferson doing well to regain possession. Finds Matnish. Matnish waiting for the run of Diaz. Diaz with a good effort just now. That one going just inches over the crossbar. So that was a lovely burst of pace from Diaz to get on the end of that one. Firing just inches over the crossbar. Diaz almost adding another goal here at the Juicy Patty Field. Good ball through for Matt Bean to get onto. Matt Bean stumbles but retains possession for his team. Denham playing it back to Ming. Ming will go across his back line to find Willis. Now it's with Belnavis. Belnavis coming inside. Ball now with Denham again. Denham playing it through for Atkinson to chase. Atkinson with the cross, but it's under hit and easily dealt with by Hamilton. The Western team being urged by their coach, Vassy Reynolds, to pass this one out of defense. And they do exactly that with Hamilton in possession now. The Western team intends on passing this one out of the back four. They do well to retain possession. Now it's Senior looking for the forward pass, looking to find Diaz's run. Diaz keeps it in over on that far side, waiting for support. Stape with the overlapping run, but Diaz opts to come inside. It's Senior now. Jefferson finds Matali Grant. Now it's Harding on this far side. Good touch from Matt Bean coming inside, but he's tackled up by Matali Grant. Referee says play on. And it's Diaz over on his far side. Play continues while there's a player down for the Eastern team. Referee eventually calls a stop to the play so that the player can receive some treatment. Player down over on this side for the Eastern team is Wayne Atkinson. Player resumes with a drop ball and fouled by Jivison on Matt Bean, and it's a free kick to the Eastern team. Still 1-0 here between the combined Western and the combined Eastern under 23 teams, with Javoy Diaz sending the Western team up early in the second half. Senior in possession now for the Western team. Senior. It's a lovely take by Diaz. Now he sends Staple down the flank. Staple cutting inside and having a go. That was a lovely play from the Western team, with Staple having the shot at the end of it. Shot going wide of a target though, but the intent is good from the Western team as they look to double their lead here at the Josie Pattis field. Bell Navis in possession now for the Eastern team. Looking to find Vassal, but it's intercepted by Matalee Grant. Now Haven in possession for the Western team, and he can find Senior in midfield to Jibson. Harding. Travis plays the 1-2 with Harding, and now it's Hamilton in possession. Harding does well to keep that one in after a loose touch. And it's still the Western team in possession, enjoying a good spell here. Probing, swung in by Matalee Grant. That one cut out by Nicolai Denham. Bell Navis to right, but strong tackle by right. Referee says that's a foul. So it's a free kick here to the Western team. Touch for the goalkeeper, Brown. Jibson spreads it wide to Staple. Matalee Grant to Staple, and now Staple trying to find the run of Matalee Grant. Referee says Matalee Grant is offside. Matalee Grant was through on goal just now, but he's called back. Referee says his run was just a fraction early. Nice turn in the middle of the field there from Sheldon McKay to get around Matnish. The wind starting to pick up here again. Very windy conditions here, which is no doubt affecting the style of football that we're seeing. Both teams opting to keep the ball on the ground and try to play a possession-based style of football rather than trying to play long balls. That one almost getting away from Harding, but he does well to keep it in. His team are still in possession now. Matali Grant, the Jebison, finds Harding over on this far side. Looks to play the 1-2 with Matnish, and Harding offside. Call on Harding. That was good play down this left-hand side from the Western team, but it's offside, and free kick will be taken by Ming. This is the final game in the JFF GOA Olympic Football Squad Development Game Series. After 4 games, which saw the Reggae Boys going up against zonal teams from right across the island. First, they played against the Northeastern team, followed by the Southeastern, then South Central, and finally the Northwestern. The elite players from those matches have been selected and combined into one team here, which is the combined Western team that sees the Northwestern and South Central elite players playing on one team here in this neon green and black striped top against the combined Northeastern and Southeastern team playing in the green and blue. This as the JFF and GOA continue their selection process to identify the top under 23 players in the island to make up what will be Jamaica's under 23 squad that will compete for a loose touch there from Ming, and he's almost punished by Matnish. That one cannons off of Matnish and goes behind for a goal kick to the Eastern team. Close call there, but they survived that one. So as the JFF and GOA continue their selection process to identify the elite under 23 players on the island to make up Jamaica's under 23 squad to compete in the qualification process for the 2020 Olympic Games. This is the final game in the series, with these players making an impression in the previous games and now getting their chance to make their final claim on a spot in that under 23 side. In attendance at today's game is the head of the selection committee, Director of Football Wendell Downswell, with his team, who are overseeing proceedings here, trying to identify some of the top players that the island has to offer. Top young players, that is, as the under 23, as the Olympic football competition rather is an under 23 tournament, so these players would be 21 years and younger at present, so that they would qualify for a spot on the team in 2 years' time at the start of the 2020 Olympic Games. Also in attendance here today is President of the Jamaica Football Federation, Michael Ricketts, as well as Vice President Bruce Gaynor and General Secretary Dalton Wint. loose pass there from Staple. But Matali Grant does well to win back possession for his team, and now it's back with Staple. Ball played over the top from Matnish. Matali Grant will chase this one. Matali one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Gets past the goalkeeper. That's a brilliant tackle from Nicolai Denham to deny Nazim Matali Grant, who seemed certain to score after getting past the goalkeeper. Crucial intervention from Denham on that occasion. Now his team can break. Belnavis, goalkeeper comes. Wonderful save from Akeem Brown. Shot from Glenford Vassell there after it broke to him at the top of the box. That one was heading in, were it not for the intervention of goalkeeper Akeem Brown. Play switching from one end of the field to the other in a matter of seconds, with Nazim Matali Grant bearing down on the Eastern team's goal just a few seconds earlier before a vital interception from Denham, which spurred a lightning quick counter-attack by the Eastern team. It's a corner for the Eastern team here. And the Bell Navis has gone over to take this corner. Swung in by Bell Navis. That one met by Harvey, but it's out for a goal kick. So, number 18, Dwayne Atkinson, has gone off injured. And it seems to be Michael Edwards, the number 10, who has retaken the field. Edwards in possession now. Nice feed from Edwards, but Harding stays true to his task. Edwards now. Cleared by Having. Senior looking to break now for the Western team. Finds Diaz. Kimo Willis going across and fouls Diaz. It's a free kick to the Western team. Diaz looking for Matali Grant, but it's intercepted by Willis over on that far side, throwing to the Western team. Harvey finds Vassell. Vassell goes past Matali Grant. Finds Belnavis. Foul on Jibison, and it's a free kick to the Western team. Free kick taken quickly by Senior. Harding finds Grant. Grant will carry this one. Strong tackle from Dinham, and it's a throw into the Western team. But Niche looking for the chip over the top to find the run of Harding just now, but it's cut out by the Eastern team's defense. Harvey looking for the run of Bell Navis just now, but that one will go all the way through to goalkeeper Akeem Brown, whose throw finds Javoy Diaz. Diaz has the run of Staple in front of him. Finds Staple. Now Staple can put in a cross. Cross by Staple, and it's Travis on the back post. Travis Grant on the back post. Just needed to put that one on target, and it would have been 2-0 here for the Western team, but his shot is skewed over the top of the bar. Great chance for Travis Grant. Matt Bean. Matt Bean over dribbles that one, and Matali Grant wins back possession for the Grant with a loose pass just now, and Eastern team putting them under a lot of pressure. They win the free kick though, and it's taken quickly by Senior now with Jivison. Intercepted by Vassell. Bell Navis finds Vassell. No, Bell Navis. Bell Navis goes past Staple. Still Bell. It's Vassell rather. Penalty. It's a penalty to the Eastern team here. After Staple hacks down Vassell rather in the box. Right in the edge of the box right there. It was a lovely move from Vassell to get around Staple, who just couldn't keep up with him. Staple lunged in and was made to pay. Cost his team here, and it's a penalty now to the Eastern team. Great opportunity for them to level the scoring here at the Juicy Patties field. And it will be Michael Edwards who will take this penalty kick for the Eastern team. Edwards buries that one and levels it here at the Juicy Patties field. It's 1-1 between the combined Western under-23 team and the combined Eastern under-23 team. Michael Edwards converting that penalty after Vassell was hacked down in the box by Staple. Deep into the second half here. And the Eastern team managed to find the equalizer. Now the Western team will look to respond after giving up the lead. Matt Niche flicking that one on. Now he chases his own flick on. Good touch from Michael Edwards. Plays it through for Matt Bean. Matt Bean shoots, but that one's cut out by Haven. Now with Travis Grant. Grant plays it down the line for Jevison. Jevison does well to get past Sheldon McCoy, but referee says that one went out for a throw-in. Free kick to the Western team with time running out here in the second half. The Western team take the free kick quickly as they look to re-establish their lead late in this second half. A goal now would surely be the winner. Senior spreads that one, miscues it, but it finds Jebison. Jebison plays it wide to Edwards, to Harding rather. Now with Hamilton. Hamilton playing that one over the top to no one in particular, and it's back with Denham. Harvey finds Ming, who clears that one. Matt Bean with a lovely chest control and finds Vassell. Vassell now looking for the runoff. Bell Navis. Matt Bean. Haven plays that one off of Matt Bean, and it's a goal kick. That's it here at the Juicy Patties field. Referee calls an end to it, and it's 1-1. Final score is 1-1 between the combined Western team and the combined Eastern team, with the Eastern team finding the equalizer late in this second half. Javoy Diaz put the Western team up 1-0 early in the second half before Michael Edwards equalized from the penalty spot with 2 minutes left in this second half. So the final score here is 1-1 between the combined Eastern team and the combined Western team. This was the final game in the JFF-JOA Olympic Football Squad Development Game Series. Now, the selection panel will identify the best under-21 players in the island that will make up the squad. That's the Jamaica under-23 squad that will be vying for a spot in the 2020 Olympic Games. That's it for our coverage here at the Juicy Patties field. Coverage was brought to you by JFF TV. All right, so Mr. Downswell, another game here in the JFF-JOA Olympic Football Squad Development Game Series. Can you tell me now how your panel will proceed with the selection?
Well, we are very happy for this opportunity. I think it's a grand opportunity for us. First, we scrimmage against the national senior team, and then the ultimate one here now. We're in, we select the best set of players, and they compete against each other. So, which means that this is from an integral part of the selection process going forward. And the fact that we played this game this afternoon, it was a good opportunity for us as selectors to look at the players, because we have gotten an opportunity to see them over an extended period of time and see how consistent they are in terms of their performance. What will actually happen from now, we will have now select the final 18 players, and these final 18 players will look at a squad now that will compete again against the national senior team somewhere between the 10th and the 12th before the national senior team leaves on the 14th. And then from there now we will have the final selection of a squad that will be playing against St. Vincent to international games overseas, which is a grand opportunity for us. We have never gotten this opportunity in many moons to play these squads, to see these players. this early. So therefore, we are really looking forward to this, and I think it's a step in the right direction in terms of the preparation for the squad. The coach will now at this early stage get an opportunity to look at these players and see what they possessed in terms of their performance at the international level.
Okay, Mr. Downswell, can you just tell me how players from overseas as well as those who are involved in the senior team setup will be incorporated in the squad?
Again, when we look at it, what we will actually do, we will look at a squad of somewhere between 30 and 40 players, 35 and 40 players, local based players. And then now we will then incorporate the overseas based players. The fact that, we are looking at it from a more economical standpoint, where we may have to go overseas to look at these players in a setting, or we probably use a local squad to go over there and then compete against those players to measure up with them and see how we can arrive at the best set of players as it relates to the squad itself.
All right, Mr. Downswell. Thanks a lot. Okay, so Mr. Ricketts, this was the latest game in the series of JFF JOA Olympic Football Squad Development Games. How pleased or how promising do the signs look for the Jamaica's under-23 side that will be participating in the qualifiers of the Olympic Games?
Well, the JFF has taken a decision, and this is indeed a paradigm shift from what it used to be. We want a real, true representation going into the qualifiers, and we have taken the initiative to move around the country and to play a series of games. The national unit is doing the same thing. The under-23s are doing the same thing. We want to ensure that, like I said, the nation gets a real representation. So we are trying as best as possible to get the best out of every nook and cranny, so to speak. So, like you have said, this is one of several games that we have been playing moving around the country. Of course, we've been looking at a number of young players, and the coaches would, I think, in very short order, select the best of what they've seen, and of course, then we'll take it from here. But like I said, we want to identify all the talents, to unearth, and of course, to expose them at the highest level. And we don't want just to select from just the corporate era. We want to move around and, like I said, to select the best. So this is part of the process of getting the best young talents into a squad, and then we take it from there leading up to the Olympics.
Right, and what would be the next step in this process?
Well, the next step is certainly to start a camp, and we are, and I must say it for the umpteenth time, that we are waiting on the contractors to hand over the facilities at the Captain Horace Center. That, again, is setting us back, holding us back a little bit. We've been strangled, so to speak, by the unavailability of space to house our players. But we are hoping we're given yet one more deadline, the end of July. We have a few more days to go. It is still left to be seen whether or not they'll meet to the commitment. But as soon as that facility is ready, then most of our housing problems would have been solved. When that is ready, we'll move them in and then start camps on a regular basis. So like I said, we're just hopeful that the contractors will this time be serious about the commitment, and then of course we'll start our regular camps.
Okay, and right, based on the games that have been played previously against the Reggae Boys and the one today, a lot of talent has surfaced. So, going off of what you've seen so far, how do you feel about the chances, of actually qualifying for the Olympics?
I really don't have the technical competence to comment too much on that, but I know for sure that once we expose players, then we will certainly get new talent and exciting talent. So the technical component I leave to the technical staff, but I'm pretty certain that we'll get some talents that we had not seen prior to this process, and we're just hopeful that we'll get a good squad. I do think that we have real good talent, and we've been getting some support from the GOA. We want to ensure that they are investing, so we want to give them some value for their investment. And I do believe that based on what I have seen from a layman standpoint, that we do have some good players, and with the proper preparation, I think we'll do well. We have a practice game in St. Vincent. I think we leave here on the 22nd of August. Where our under 23 players, our Olympic squad that is, will play against St. Vincent. This is just part of the process of getting them exposed at the highest level. And we do hope that we'll get some positive results and responses.
All right, Mr. Ricketts, thanks a lot.